What's good? What's good, Jerron Mob? It's the Don Jerron Mob. Welcome to another episode of the Sneaker Show. I'm very pumped for today's episode because I was wrong. Well, I was wrong. I'm just gonna say it. If you were with us on the last episode of the Sneaker Show, I said some things I should not have said. Well, actually, not that I shouldn't have said it. It's just I said it too early. And, you know, it's just one of those things. It happens when you're reporting on stuff and you're giving your opinion. You say some things, and then the next day it could all change. A company could make a move, and that's exactly what happened. If you remember from the last episode of the Sneaker Show, by the way, great to see everyone in the chat. Shout out to Sharp. Shout out to Josiah. Shout out to Doms. Good to see you, my man, Doms. We miss you on game night, Doms. We miss you. We need to get you in the lobby, get you another dub. What up, John? I've been calling John Gene forever. Big member in the Jerron Mob. Definitely a conciliatore. He hit me up. He said it's pronounced John, but it's spelled Gene. So everybody spam John equals or Gene equals John in the chat. I'll do it with you guys right here. We're gonna do this together. Gene equals John. Okay. My apologies. I want everyone in the Jerron Mob to know who they are and let everyone else in the mob to know who they are as well. So, where was I? Like I was saying, if you remember in our last episode, we talked about these. These are some custom sneakers of the Under Armour Havoc from, obviously, Under Armour for Joel Embiid. And, you know, we didn't really like these, right? As a mob, we were just kind of out on these. There was a lot going on, but there were some cool things about it. It was a scavenger hunt presented by Mountain Dew. It had real materials from his actual jersey on it. So there were a couple of things that were cool about it. But overall, as a package, we weren't that excited about it. As a sneaker enthusiast, now, it didn't really, fancy our bone here. But here's what I said. Let's take a listen to what I said about Under Armour and Joel Embiid as a whole. Here we go. But Under Armour, have we seen an Under Armour commercial, you know, with Joel Embiid? No, we haven't. So this is pretty disappointing to me. I feel like they're wasting talent. I feel like they're paying money to a guy that they're not utilizing very well. Does this silhouette make sense for Joel Embiid? It's all very confusing to me. I'm definitely not a fan of these. So there you have it. Basically, what I was saying was Under Armour signed Joel Embiid, who we all know big men don't sell shoes. We know this, but he's active on social media. He's in a big market, Philadelphia. He's relevant. He's an all-star. He's in the playoffs every year. He's one of the best players in the league, probably the best big man in the league when healthy. So it was a good signing just on star power alone, even though, as we know, big men don't sell sneakers. And I wasn't really even asking for Joel Embiid's signature sneaker. I wasn't. I was really asking, you know, just for some cool PEs, some ads with him, and just have him as one of the faces of your company. I mean, you're paying him a lot of money. He's an all-star. You might as well, you know, advertise him as such. Well, what we got was actually a Joel Embiid signature sneaker. Here they are, guys. These are the Under Armour Embiid ones. Take a look. Be sure to get ready to let me know whether this is a cop or a drop for you guys. Now, real quickly, first of all, brand new signature sneaker alert. But here's the thing, guys. I was so in on Under Armour, especially when Steph Curry, you know, started becoming, you know, the guy and the player that we know today. I was in. The Curry 1 was awesome. The Curry 2 was awesome. I personally loved the Curry 3. I think that was my favorite Curry. Then the Curry 4 came, and I was really, really, really hyped for that shoe. It is a beautiful looking sneaker. I thought they timed it right. They unveiled it at the NBA Finals. Everything was perfect, except the performance of the shoe. The shoe sucked. I don't know what else to say. Listen, Under Armour, I'm going to keep you guys honest, okay? Because that's what you deserve. You deserve for consumers to be honest with you. The Under Armour Curry 4 was not good despite being the best looking Curry, I think, of all time. I love the way that shoe looks. It just was not a good performer. And for lack of a better word, I hated playing in them. That's when things started to go downhill for me. The 5 was uninspiring. It gave me blisters. The 6s, it's whatever. The 7s, and it just seemed like they lost steam. Okay, and that might have had something to do with the Warriors kind of running out of gas, as we saw in last year's finals against the Raptors, and it kind of maybe didn't even motivate Under Armour to do anything. But that's what makes Nike so great. Every year they hype up the LeBron, the PG, the KD, the Kyrie, the Giannis's, whatever it is, no matter how good or bad the sneaker is, no matter what people say, they hype it up. They give it the proper releases. They give them the proper collaborations and colorways. Under Armour hasn't seemed to be doing that in the past few years. So here we are with the Embiid one. Lo and hold, surprise, surprise, a Joel Embiid signature sneaker, which again is a curious move because like I said, big men don't sell shoes. And we know this, dating all the way back to the Shaq-nosises with Reebok. I mean, it's sold decently, but, you know, Tim Duncan, KG, Shaq, they don't really sell shoes. And when you look at the signature sneaker lineup, I mean, the most popular sneakers are what? PGs, Kyries, Donovan Mitchells, Hardens, Lillards, you know, Giannis. I mean, think about it. Giannis is probably the closest thing to a big guy, but he's not a true big man. So here we are with the Embiid one. I think it's a decent looking silhouette. Could some things have improved on it? Yes, but it is a debut signature sneaker. They're probably testing the waters out here. But I am glad that they're doing this for Joel Embiid because, again, he deserves it and he's a star. Here he is, an on-foot look of the Embiid one. Surprisingly, it's kind of a mid-cut to a low top, which, you know, traditionally for a big man isn't, you know, a hand in glove fit. Usually you see a more powerful setup with a lot of overlays and a high cut for a big man. But, you know, he's a special type of big man. So here you see it. And you got some special edition socks with Stance and Under Armour. They have a pretty good relationship. So it seems like this is a package that, you know, these socks go with these shoes. Here's probably a high-res version of it. Now, the traction right off the bat looks absolutely beastly. It kind of has a topography type pattern, but I suspect that this is going to be incredible. The traction here is going to be great. It's going to come down to the rubber compound, whether or not it's tacky enough. But if you're just looking at this photo, which is just a two-dimensional, you know, medium, I think from what I'm seeing here, it looks like the midsole's peak. So instead of being flat like this, the midsoles kind of have this peak to it, and that's really good for traction. I think everything is spaced out extremely well. You have things going in multiple directions, and overall, the outsole looks a little bit rounded, similar to the Kyrie's. So I think that this is going to provide excellent, excellent traction here. But again, it's really going to come down to the rubber compound. If you take a look at the upper, it's just a basic open mesh. Now, Under Armour says it's breathable. We're going to have to wait and see if that's actually true. Sometimes they put an overlay on it or a plastic coating over it where it blocks the breathability. But if they are telling the truth here and it's not just a bunch of marketing bull, the open mesh design looks pretty breathable. So that's pretty good. But overall, I would say that's the most disappointing part of the sneaker here. This silhouette, the materials... You know, he's a signature guy. He's one of a few signature basketball athletes that you have. One of two, I believe, alongside Steph Curry. Maybe give him a performance woven upper, thread-borne upper, something that is a marquee piece of technology, but I understand what they're doing here. You know, they're keeping it wallet-friendly. Again, I think they're testing the water, so they're not going all in on this, which I think is the wrong move because, like I mentioned previously in the last episode, you know, Under Armour is signing all of these athletes, right? And if they're not going to give the athletes A1 treatment, potential athletes that they might sign in the future might be looking at how they treated the previous athletes and say, you know, I don't want to go with you. I'd rather go with Adidas. I know they're not promising a signature silhouette, but the signature silhouette treatment you gave these other athletes was a bit lackluster, so I might as well go with another company. So Under Armour is walking a very thin line here already because we know their CEO has gotten into some political shenanigans. So like Steph Curry got really angry. He almost wanted to sell his shares because that's how they lured Steph Curry in. They gave Steph Curry a bunch of money, of course, and they gave him shares of the company, and that's how they lured Steph away from Nike. And also, we all know Nike kind of messed that one up, but, you know, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So I would like to see the upper improve a little bit, but who knows? Maybe the mesh is super soft, super breathable, and super comfortable. It's just one of those things you're going to have to wait and see when you get it in hand. Now, the most striking feature of this silhouette has got to be this TPU overlay. You guys know me, I love gradient fades, so I'm really, really digging this. And I'm going to get to the chat in a little bit, guys, so be prepared. Shout out to Ariana or Area for subscribing. Thanks, I really appreciate you. Thanks for joining the Sneaker Show.
I appreciate you.
I will get to the chat, so be sure to be ready to say copper drop on these, all right, guys? Now, this TP overlay, you guys know me, I love gradient fades, so I think this is a beautiful, beautiful looking design. You have speckles. I love how it's a little geometric. It has some dimensionality to it. You can see with the little waves here, the little embossed waves and the cuts. I think that is a very cool design. And basically, we know what this is going to provide performance-wise. More stability on lateral cuts, and that's basically it. We've seen that design be implemented before on a variety of sneakers. Shout out to Hui for subscribing, dog. Thanks for joining the Sneaker Show.
I appreciate you.
Welcome to the Drama Mob. This TP overlay isn't anything special, but I think Under Armour did a good job of making it look special with that gradient design and the bright, vibrant colors that bounce right off the sneaker with those neutral tones, which we're seeing with the grays, the blacks, and the whites. Now, speaking of the grays, look at the midsole here. This is where things start to get really, really interesting, and I may be shocking you guys here. My opinion on these might make you guys say, holy I'm really excited for the Embiid one, and it's because of this gray midsole. Now, do I think this gray midsole could have looked a lot better? Yes, I think the gray kind of drags things down a little bit. I do not like it. Maybe keep it black, maybe keep it white, maybe do a gradient fade design. That would look dope as well. Maybe add a little bit of green, and you got a Cameroon colorway. We could see green here on the outsole on the forefoot, as well as the Under Armour logo on the outsole. Make the midsole green. You have a Cameroon colorway, where Joel Embiid is from. Under Armour, I don't know what you did. You messed up there, but it's okay. Where you didn't mess up is, if you take a look on the forefoot, guys, let's see if I could zoom in on this. I can't. This is the most I could zoom in. Okay. On the forefoot, it says Micro G.
Another one.
Hey, shout out to Joshua for subscribing. Welcome to the Sneaker Show. I'm about to explain to you, Joshua, why I am pumped for Micro G. Now, if you guys are not familiar, Micro G was one of Under Armour's first cushioning technologies, okay? And it actually was my favorite cushion setup of all time until they basically forgot about it. They basically stopped using it. They rebranded it to Charge Foam, but Charge Foam was a lot more firm, a lot more closer to the ground than Micro G, and in my opinion, not as versatile. Micro G was the bounce before bounce. Real talk, facts, no cap. Micro G was bounce before bounce. I'm just being honest. It had a little bit of bounce, a little bit of impact protection, but you still got court feel. It was really the best of both worlds. It held up extremely well over time, unlike some other foams like Lunar Lawn. I loved Micro G, and in fact, it was implemented in my favorite cushioning setup of all time, which was this shoe right here. This is the Under Armour Speedform Fortis. I bought multiple pairs of this shoe. Everyone who asked me what shoe they should get for traveling, I recommended this shoe, and they personally hit me back. People I knew, people who followed me, part of the Jerron mob, they personally hit me back, and they said, Jerron, thank you. Thank you.
Another one.
Thanks for saving my feet. Hey, shout out to Huncho for subscribing. I appreciate you, dog.
I appreciate you.
This was such a comfortable shoe. Now, what this shoe was, it was Charge Foam here on the bottom of the shoe. Then this black layer here was actually Micro G. And then you also had 4D foam, which was a memory foam on the insole. So you had 3 layers of protection. It was so comfortable, guys. This is what I wore all trip when I was in China with Klay Thompson, and Anta was like, hey, can you wear Anta shoes? And I was like, listen, if you do not want me to collapse to the floor because my feet hurt, you're going to let me wear these. These are the most comfortable sneakers that I've ever had. Better than Boost, better than all that, no cap. Now, Going back to the Embiid one, we see Micro G in the forefoot. That gets me absolutely hyped. Shout out to Anthony Smith for joining the Jerron mob. Can we get Anthony Smith spammed in the chat, please? Let's show Anthony, who just subscribed, how we roll here at the Jerron mob and the sneaker show.
I appreciate you.
So I'm really excited about the return of Micro G. I would have never thought in a million years that the Under Armour was bringing Micro G back, but they are. So that's why this shoe here is an insta-cop for me. It is what it is, guys. I cannot wait to see if Under Armour remembered how good Micro G was. Are they implementing it in the same way? The Micro G alone, shout out to Ian Ski for subscribing, dog. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Micro G is just my favorite. It's just simple as that. Now, the heel actually has charged foam. If we take a look at this sketch here, or not charged foam, excuse me, hover, okay, which is their newest technology. Benedict, thanks for subscribing, dog. We're getting a lot of members into Jerron mob signing up. That's what I love to see.
I appreciate you.
So you have hover in the heel. Now, I was a little skeptical. We got another one. Thanks for subscribing, dog. I really appreciate it. Now, I was skeptical about hover being in the heel because I felt like hover was too floaty for basketball. So to see it just implemented in the heel is a good thing to me. I don't think hover would work full length.
Another one.
And it hasn't really worked full length. Thanks so much for Parth for subscribing. Welcome to the Jerron mob. Hover full length I don't think works, and it hasn't in the Curry line. It's different from what hover is in their running sneakers. Like if we take a look here, the Phantoms and stuff like that. The hover in these sneakers feels a lot different than what we were getting in like the Curry line. Okay, so this felt very hovery. It was glidey, cloudy, and in the Curry line it just wasn't like that. So I felt like they had a missed opportunity there. Now, it will be interesting to see how hover is implemented here. Edgelord, thanks for joining the Jerron mob.
I appreciate you.
So I'm really excited about these guys. I don't know what else to say about it. I've talked about it a lot. One thing I do want to mention is take a look at Joel Embiid's logo right here. Not really sure what's going on here. I guess I see a J, an E that could be, and then it could also be a 3 with a 2 because his number's 23, right? I don't know. What do you guys think about this logo? It looks like an anchor, like a messed up, like it looks like an anchor and then the top of it was messed up. Like a boat anchor, you know what I mean? I don't know. But let me know if you guys think this is a cop or a job right now in the chat, and I will get to you guys in a second. A few other things I just want to mention. You have a colorway icon on the back of the heel. Now, we saw that right here, the little star with the heart. I believe this is for his home country of Cameroon. So it looks like every colorway is going to have an icon on the back heel tab, which, again, is a pretty cool design. Now, we have Perez saying drop. Josiah's dropping as well. Ali's dropping. Really? Fishing and gaming is dropping. Keanu says not bad. Probably a cop. Tyson says cop. Jamil says cop. Caden says cop. Okay, so it seems about 50-50 right now in the chat. Andrew Glover, thanks for joining the stream again. We appreciate you, dog. Thanks to Caden for subscribing. Okay, that's interesting. Let me tell you guys, as someone who's played in a lot of sneakers and experienced a lot of cushioning setups, if Under Armour is actually using Micro G the way they used to in these, you guys are probably going to want to cop these. I think this is going to be a very versatile sneaker. It is not a traditional big man shoe. You have a dual cushion setup, which is going to be awesome. It's basically full length. As long as they can nail the hover and the Micro G, the traction looks beastly. And I'm suspecting that these are going to retail for an affordable price. But pricing has not been announced yet. However, these will release exclusively on September 18th at East Bay and UnderArmour.com, and then a wider worldwide launch on October 2nd. So if you're interested, keep your eyes peeled. I am very excited about these. Like I said, this is an insta cop. But some people don't like it. Julian doesn't like it in the chat, and I get it. But Julian, it might be a crazy on-court performer because Micro G's versatile. Joel Embiid is a big man, so they need to cater to those needs, but they also need to sell sneakers, and Joel Embiid is a versatile player himself, so I'm suspecting that this is going to be a pretty good all-around shoe. All right, now, let's move on to the next subject here. Okay, you guys are going to be happy about this. The Kobe 5 Protro finally gets a release date. I got my Mamba shirt here on. I just got this new mouse, which has like a Mamba logo on it. So shout out Mamba mentality all day, every day. We all know what Nike did when Kobe Bryant passed away. They took his products offline, and that was the right move. However, we did not know when they were coming back. Now we do know. Multiple release dates have been announced for the Kobe 5 Protro. Here we have the Big Stage and Parade colorway, which is a two-tone design, and this is probably my favorite one, the one I'm looking forward to most, and I probably will be spending over retail on these because the sad truth is resellers are going to be all on these. They are. And that's going to make me very, very sad because it was so tragic what happened to Kobe and Gianna. I just thought about it today because today I ate at a restaurant. It was the same restaurant that I ate at on the day Kobe passed, that Sunday. And I got really sad. You guys know how much Kobe meant to me. So it's going to make me really sad that people are going to take advantage of this release and try to make people pay more of their hard-earned money to get what they want, to get something that means something to them. That's really going to piss me off. I'm probably going to be swearing a lot on release day, like, mother, I can't believe that these mother will actually do this. It's just being honest. It's gonna be sad, but these are going to release on February. Let's see. No. August 23rd, okay, for $180. So $180. It could be $250. I would still try to cop. My max on these is probably going to be under $400 on StockX, but these are absolutely beautiful. The black, the gold, the graphic, they're killer. The two-tone design, I absolutely need these in my collection. They will be in my collection for a very long time, so you guys already know it's an Instacop. And I think most of you guys are going to say Instacop as well. I have not seen one drop in the chat. So the mob is absolutely aligned. We are together on this one. So again, keep your eyes peeled on, what was it, October 18th? No, 23rd. So the day before Mamba Day, I believe. That's August 24th. Keep an eye out. I cannot wait for this. Now, that's not the only Protro that was given a release date. The EYBL also has a release date. Let's see here. August 29th for these. Now, these are the green EYBLs. Not a huge fan of it, but you know what? It's a Kobe. If I strike out on the big stages, those gold ones that we just saw, I'm going to get this. So it basically is an Instacop. You got to try. You got to try because most likely those big stages are going to be selling out. So you're going to have to try to get these. So it is what it is, but I do not like these as much as the big stages. But again, August 29th for these. Okay, the next Kobe 4 Protro colorway is this Lakers one, which AD has actually worn. Whoa! We got Calvin donating in the chat. Thank you so much, Calvin. Really appreciate you, dog.
I appreciate you.
You just made my day, Calvin. Congratulations. You made my day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here is the Kobe 5 Protro Lakers colorway. Here's AD wearing them during All-Star Weekend. Now, I like these as well. These are probably my second favorite just because it's a Laker colorway. It's something that Kobe would be seen wearing if they dropped while he was playing, or even if he was still around with us today. He'd probably be wearing these to Gianna's games and stuff like that. If I could live in that parallel universe. I really like these. So again, it's an Instacop. Listen, all Kobe things, it's going to be an Instacop. You got to have to really mess up for me to drop these at all, or not even make it, or just give it a regular cop. You have to mess up. But when are these releasing? Let's see here. These are going to be dropping. These are only $175, which is interesting, and they will be releasing on Mamba Day, August 24th. So I'm taking a look in the chat. Most of you guys are just saying cop, and it is what it is, but I hope the resellers have a heart here, but I just know that's not going to be the case. It's not going to be the case. The resellers are going to do what the resellers do. They're not going to care that somebody really wants these. They're not going to care. They're not. They don't care. They're trying to make their money. They don't care that this shoe is going to mean a lot to a lot of people. I just hope that Nike made so much of this shoe, and that might be a reason for the pushed release dates, for the taking the Kobe products offline. Maybe they went back and just made a ton of quantities to drown out the resellers, but we all know bots and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty tough. So I'm going to be praying every day for Kobe and Gianna, and I'm also going to be praying that the resellers are going to have a heart on this one because, listen, resellers, that's bad luck. That's bad luck. You're basically stepping on someone's grave here. For real. You're stepping on someone's grave here. You might as well just go up to Kobe's grave and step on it. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's pissing me off. Let's move on to the next sneaker. All right, here we have the Air Jordan 3 Women's Laser Orange. Now, I believe we've seen these before, but I wanted to refresh your guys' thoughts on these. This is a women's release date, but would you guys like to see these drop in general sizes, in men's sizes? Because I would. Because this looks like a Kobe PE. And you guys know me, like I said, Kobe stuff is an Instacop. And I know it's laser orange, but it's really Laker gold. I mean, look at it. It's yellow. It's not very orange at all. Maybe these photos aren't doing the orange justice, but it looks yellow. But I can already see my guy, JD the Painter. Take a look. My guy, JD the Painter on Instagram, he's been making dope Kobe customs, and he actually owes me a Kobe custom. So I'll be waiting for that. But JD the Painter makes these dope, clean Kobe customs. Look at those Air Force Ones. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, wait. That deserves a horn. Oh my gosh. And he's got a bunch of other ones. He's done Jordans as well. Look at these Converses that he's got here. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my. These are absolutely beautiful. Where are the Jordans at? I saw some ones. Here they are. Here are the threes. Take a look at that. So I could just see. Oh, these are Golden State, actually. My bad. My bad. I know he's got some Laker ones out here because he's been doing a ton of them. He's been doing a ton of them. And he's the guy who does the Gianna Jumpman on the back. If you guys have seen that, maybe it's these right here. Yeah, look at these. And I could just, there they are. Kobe Jumpmans in the back. And I could just see JD the Painter using these as a custom base for a Kobe Bryant custom, which is what I would do. I would send these to JD the Painter for him to customize. So let me know in the chat right now if you guys would like to see these in general sizes. A lot of you guys are saying cop. We're seeing a couple drops. Dagar CD11 says drop. Aaron Miller says drop. David, shout out to David so much. He was on a game night on Twitch, which was a lot of fun. He says they're okay, but he's copping. He says they're cold. Yeah, for me, these are a cop. I would like to see these in general sizes. Now, Jordan Brand has been doing a lot of women's releases, but they've been doing big sizes in women's releases, which is essentially regular men's sizes. So if you are interested in these, go a size and a half up, I believe. So I'm a 10.5 in men. So in a women's, I would be a 12. That's how that works. So if you are interested in these, I think it's a size and a half up is the difference from women's sizes. So be on the lookout. When are these releasing? August 21st for $190. So be on the lookout. All right, guys. Let's see. A lot of you guys are saying cop. I'm going to say it's about 80% cop, 20% drop in the chat for these laser orange threes. All right, next up. This is an interesting one. Take a look at these guys. These are the Air Jordan 14 Particle Grays. They're going to be releasing summer 2021, which is a long way away, for $190. And apparently these are what they're going to look like. Now, I like the gray. I like the black. I even like this prism. But is it a cop? Or is it a drop?
Another one.
Oh, hey, shout out to Alejandro for subscribing.
I appreciate you.
I gotta drop these. They're gonna be $190. That's expensive for a non-OG Jordan. Listen, would we be mad if Jordan Brand dropped these kind of colorways of OG silhouettes for $150, which they would make a profit on, don't tell me otherwise, but then the OG colorways, like the Last Shots, the Breads, the Royals, all of those colorways, not just for this silhouette, but for all the silhouettes, were like $190, $200, $220. Would we be mad? Would we be mad? Here's your answer.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
We wouldn't be mad. We wouldn't be mad, Jordan Brand. So $190 for these, that's a lot of bread on something that Jordan didn't wear, if you know what I mean. And the Air Jordan 14 is not one of the most beloved Jordan silhouettes anyways. However, with all that being said, I actually like these. But for not for $190. I love the gray. I love the black. I love how they switched up the Ferrari logo here. Usually it's yellow and red, but no, it's just gray and black. And then you have this prism iridescent look here on this carbon fiber plate thing here. It's not carbon fiber, but you know what I mean. Shout out to Journey for subscribing. That's my godson's sister name. But thanks for joining the Jara Mob. I wonder if she subscribed. As well as Christopher. This one goes out to you too, dog. But again, for $190, it's going to be a drop. A lot of you guys are saying drop. There are a few cops. Cindy says cop. Ethan says too much money, but I still like them. So he's copping these. So yeah, I would say it's about 70% drop, 30% cop. But I would have to think that if the price was $150, it would be closer to 50%, maybe even 60% cop and 40% drop. Hey, shout out to Renz for subscribing. Appreciate you, dog.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, Jordan Brand's gotta. I mean, if they're gonna make cool colorways like this, they gotta drop the price, because if it ain't OG, it really don't mean a thing. All right, let's move on to the next one. These are the Air Foamposite One Aurora. Now, tell me what you guys think about this. September 4th, $230. Not new. We know Foamposites are very, very expensive. Okay, here's what I think about these. I think they're cool. Blue to black gradient fade. Black outsole. Black carbon fiber. Inner lining and laces. Dope. Blue swoosh. Awesome. White graphic on the top is okay. Could have been better. I mean, let's just say it, guys. Let's just say it. I know what you guys are thinking, so let's just say it. I don't want to be the guy to say it explicitly, but let's just say it. What's white and splatters around like that? I'm just saying it could be described that way. It could be teased like, oh, what is that white stuff all on your sneaker, dog? But I think the graphic is a misfire, but the base colorway is awesome. If they took that graphic off, I would be missing that pop of white to kind of round things out. But if they didn't have that white graphic, cop. Okay, see, Julian says it in the chat. I didn't want to be that guy that said it, but Julian said it. Okay? Julian said it. But that white, it just doesn't look refined at all. I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's like a white, jagged thing. I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it's doing there.
Another one.
I have no idea. Shout out to Alejandro. Alejandro, you just unsubbed and subbed back to get back on the screen. Didn't you? Or is that a different Alejandro? Either way,
I appreciate you.
But yeah, for me, the way it sits right now, it's a drop. It's not a mega drop, but it's a drop. Okay, next up. Oh boy. Okay, let's start with these. All right, the KD13 Brooklyn Nets. Here they are. Now, we know that Nike did a Brooklyn Nets colorway with the multicolored outsole and the white upper with the black grid. Those are really clean. They're probably the best KD 13 colorway to date. Here is an official Brooklyn Nets colorway, which
Another one.
has white, black. Hey, shout out to Dev for subscribing. Welcome to the Drama Mob. But you have a little glow-in-the-dark hint there. I have no idea why. Black outsole. It's pretty basic. For me, it's a drop. Not only is the KD 13 a tough silhouette to make look good, sharp, and clean because it has a bulkiness to it. It has a chubbiness to it that I'm not personally a fan of. But I don't think this colorway complements this silhouette very well. It's like a bad outfit. You know, like, I can't dress like Travis Scott. Okay, I just don't have that look. I don't have that body. I don't have that swag, okay? But I wear this, and it works for me. Okay, the cap, black, you know, it works. The sweat shorts, the athletic athleisure wear, that's me. That's the outfits I wear. I can't be going out dressing like Kyle Kuzma or LeBron James in the pregame walk. I can't be dressing like that. It doesn't work. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't work for other people. It just doesn't work for me. It works for LeBron. It works for Tim Hardaway. It works for Kyle Kuzma. This is not the right outfit for the KD 13. It's not. Because we've seen the KD 13 look pretty good, like that Brooklyn Nets home colorway with the multicolored outsole. But this, it is not, so it is a drop for me. Let's take a look on the lateral side. Oh, I like the texture on the swoosh though. It looks like a synthetic leather. That's nice. But look, it's black and white. I mean, it's not terrible, but the color blocking on it is just not color blocking, but you know what I mean. Like the black mud guard, I don't know if that works. They should have just kept it white. The glow in the dark, I mean, I don't mind it. It adds something special, but maybe make the speckles glow in the dark. That would have been cool as well. A slightly tinted blue translucent outsole might have helped these out a lot. Maybe even a glow in the dark outsole. I don't know. It's just missing something. It's just missing something here. Not a big fan. A lot of you guys are saying drop in the chat as well. I would say it's about 90% drop in the chat. However, Luke says cop. So Luke, be on the lookout in the coming weeks for a price of $150. Shout out to Kicksfire for the just amazing reporting. Now, this next shoe. Woo! Oh my gosh, are you guys ready to see what Nike has lined up for you next? Be prepared. Right now, go grab a trash can. Please go grab a trash can. Grab an extra shirt, because you might throw up on yourself accidentally. I cannot guarantee that you will not throw up when I show you this shoe, okay? All right, so grab a trash can. I'll give you 5 seconds, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go, guys. Check this out. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts right here. What are you doing, Nike? Who asked for this? This better be a kid's shoe. Let's see. It does not say it's a kid's shoe. This is a regular shoe. It's called the Peace Days. Shout out to Mix for subscribing. Welcome to the Drama Mob.
I appreciate you.
Who asked for this? This is a girl's shoe. This is a gender neutral shoe, I mean. I messed up. There's no genders anymore. We can't say it's a girl's shoe. We can't say that. That's against the rules. But you know what I mean. This is a kid's shoe. Now, I like the patches. The piece with the basketball, the smiley face, the love. But the flower print. Glenn says it perfectly in the chat. Glenn Stokes. He says, my eyes. My eyes. What are you doing to my eyes? Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant's teammate, just subscribed. Wow.
I appreciate you.
Kyrie, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. every Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on the channel. Hey, Kyrie, come look at me. Look at me, dog. Look at me. Go get your boy. Go get your boy. Go get KD and ask him, what are you doing? What is this? Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my. Listen, it's a mega drop.
Bruh.
It's a mega drop. Yo, but
Another
Timothy
one.
in the chat says they're fire. Really, Timothy? You like these? Are they? Oh, Josiah's asking if these are Dornbeckers. I do not think they're Dornbeckers. It does not say. It just says that these are the Peace Day KD13s. Now take a look at the print. My mom would probably like these. She's a 70s kid, so she probably likes these. But for me, it's a no. It's a negative. It's a mega drop. I would not, even if I got these for free, like if Nike was like, "Yo, Drum, we're gonna send these over to you," and I unbox it for the channel and I make a video, I'm not wearing them. I'm not. It's simple. I'm just not wearing them. We've spent too much time on this. I think most of you guys. Andrew Glover's trolling in the chat. He says, "Cop, really?" Luke Smith says, "Mega cop." Okay, we spent too much time. Here's the last KD13 colorway. Check this out, guys. It's the New York versus New York. What? I'm beginning to think that it's really hard to give the KD13 a good colorway here. Because look at these. What is going on? Blue, green, yellow, pink, red, black. Why is there black here? A different colored midsole from the outsole? What? What is this inspired by? It celebrates the New York versus New York tournament. Okay.
Another one.
Okay, hey, shout out to Julie for subscribing.
I appreciate you.
Julie Merlino. Hey, yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, but
Bruh.
would you wear these? Would you wear these? Simple. I'm asking you a simple question. I want a simple answer. Would you wear these? Would you wear these? It's not would you buy these. Your grandma got these for you. That's just not fair because you're going to wear anything your grandma wears. You got to. Respect. Respect your grandma. If your brother or sister got you these, would you rock them? Think about it. Would you rock it? Because for me, it's a no. It's a no. And if I got these for Christmas...
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
But I thought you liked it.
No!
Don't you like KD?
No!
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know. If someone got me that for Christmas, that would be my reaction. And most of you guys are saying no thank you as well in the chat. Ethan says mega drop, and that's what I gave these to as well. These are a mega drop. All right, let's switch gears here. Let's go to Adidas. We have... Now, we've seen these before, the D.O.N issue number 2, but we didn't know quite what this colorway was. But apparently, these are called the Spidey senses, and they are arriving later this month. The release date is August 28th for $100.
Wow.
$100 of the D.O.N issue number 2, Adidas. Now you're speaking my language. So for me, automatic, Instacop. It's an Instacop. Spider-Man, you guys know me. I know Josiah, our moderator for tonight's stream, he's going to like these as well because they're Spider-Man. Now, I'm not sure why it's neon green and bright crimson red or orangish or whatever that color is, but you can see the Spidey right there on the lace tab, which is great. You have the Spider-Man logo on the back here. So that is enough to sell me right there. And it looks like there's something in the tongue as well. Oh, Josiah, do you see this? Look at this, Josiah. It's a Spider-Man head with the lines on top of it for the Spidey sense. Pretty cool, if you ask me. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's an Instacop. It's an automatic Instacop for me. Here's another look at it. This green doesn't look that very nice on this side, but whatever. Yeah, I'm very excited about these. And look at the outsole. Yeah, pow. What does this one say? Ooh, Screech, and then boom, classic comic book flavor there. The outsole with the web pattern, it's great. I'm still waiting for the Venoms. I want the Venoms to come out. Those are a lot better, but I will take these Spidey senses. Look at that. He looks like Miles Morales. I didn't know Miles Morales is half Hispanic or Latino or whatever he is, but he looks like Miles Morales. It's not fair. I want to be Spider-Man. Whatever. It's a cop. It's a cop for me. What are you guys saying in the chat? It's KD in the chat, John says. Kevin Durant's in the chat. Where's Kevin Durant? I don't see him. Josiah says, not a huge fan of the silhouette, but I actually kind of like these in the photos. And if you haven't noticed, Josiah's avatar is Spider-Man. So he is at liberty to be giving his opinion on these. Okay, so we got to listen to the man. Ethan says the price is fire. Yeah, I think Adidas kills it in the lower end wallet-friendly price signature sneaker category. They're the kings. Dames, the Donovan Mitchells, they're the best at them. Nike is the best at the higher end signature sneaker, the mid-high to high-end signature sneaker. They're the best at that. It is what it is. So I am excited for these. When was the release date again? August 28th. Ooh, I'm finna be broke at the end of August because you got the Kobe's coming out. You got this. My birthday's coming up. I gotta save money for my birthday. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on here. Next sneaker. I'm having a lot of fun tonight on the Sneaker Show, guys. I hope you guys are having fun too. Remember, every Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on the channel. Make sure you join us live on the next one. Whew, let's take a look here at the next UltraBoost 2021. Oh boy, Adidas. What have you done? What have you become? Okay, first thing I think of when I see these, I'll be honest, an egg. I don't know why. I just think of an egg. That's what I see when I see these. I see an egg. That's what I see. I personally, there's some things I like about it. I like how the overlay in years past, it was connected to the midsole, but here it is not. So I like the floating overlay here. I love the translucent heel cup. I love the UltraBoost text. And I love this gradient line here on the edge of the midsole. That is awesome. And I love the pattern on this particular colorway. Now, if we take a look here, I love how they implemented the color here. I think I like these more with the black stripes. These are beautiful. But this back end, it reminds me of those Nikes. What were those? They were called the Nike Zoom Flies or something like that. These ones right here. Oh, I just lost them. Go back. These ones. Where it had that weird, it has this weird, yeah, these. You see how this, look at this. Look at the back here. You see that? Look. Now look at these. It's the same thing. Ooh, Adidas, you stealing. Ooh, you stealing. Oh, you stealing. Now, when I first saw these, I did not think they were the UltraBoost 2021s. I actually thought that they were like a racing version of the UltraBoost, like a more performance-driven model. But apparently, these are the UltraBoost 2021s. Shout out to Salvador Pena for subscribing.
I appreciate you.
Man, the UltraBoosts are expensive. They're always $180 to $220 even on some colorways. So for me, I'm not huge into UltraBoost stuff, so I'm going to say it's a soft drop, but the right colorway can bring me in on these. A Spider-Man colorway? Huh? A Star Wars colorway? Huh? Eh? I don't know. I would be very intrigued with these. But out of these two, I mean, the blue is nice as well. You guys know I like my neutral blues. I like the translucency across the entire sneaker. It's very nice. Which one would you guys like? Would you like the Volt or the blue ones? Hey, shout out to Quang for subscribing. Hopefully I said that right.
I appreciate you.
Let's see the chat. All right, like here. He says John Tom says he dislikes the colorway. Slay Blaze is agreeing with me. He says same thing. Christopher says I'll give it a try, but he doesn't sound too confident there. Vinny says, good point. When is Anthony Davis getting his signature shoe? Oh, interesting, Vinny. I don't know. I think Nike's out on the big man. They're just out. They're just not gonna do it. They're not. Giannis is the closest thing. It's the closest thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna Chino says mega egg drop. That's a good one. Luke says he likes the blues unless he's playing soccer. Then you're going with the Volts, huh? Yeah, it is kind of a soccery colorway here. Kind of. Kane says they look comfy. Yeah, of course, they're going to be comfy. Prime knit upper, UltraBoost midsole. They're going to be comfy as for real. But, I mean, the back, you know what? They're actually growing on me a little bit better. I might give these a cop. I haven't copped an pair of UltraBoost in a while, so the 2021 might be the year for me to cop them. But again, it's got to be in the right colorway. Okay, let's move on here. This next story is very, very interesting, guys. I was shocked to hear about this. And then a leak happened of the collaboration. So this is going to be very interesting. Let me open this. So there was a report via Soul Collector that Kanye West confirmed a collaboration with Derrick Rose. I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless. What? I feel like I'm in a different planet or dimension. So this is Derrick Rose's girlfriend or wife or partner, whatever you want to say. It doesn't look that bad from this angle. But look at the side. Taco says mega bruh moment. First of all, why is this sneaker... Hold on, let me get rid of this ad. Why is this sneaker a Derrick Rose collaboration? It's almost like Yeezy had a crazy shoe and was like, you want this to be yours? We're from Chicago. We're both from Chicago. You want this to be yours? I'll hook you up. How about that? It doesn't look like this was designed for Derrick Rose. Like, what's the connection here? I don't even see Derrick Rose wearing these type of sneakers. Could you imagine D-Rose in these? I don't. D-Rose is kind of old school, so I don't understand what this is. A lot of you guys are confused in the chat as well. Someone said, TJ says, they got the AC vent ones. Yeah, what is this? I don't know. Like, you know what would have made these cool? Is if these waves here were like rose petals. Huh? That would be cool. That would make sense. That would be a Yeezy Rose if these are rose petals. But you're right. They look like a heat sink. They look like a AC vent heat sink. Like, damn. They're not hot. They're supposed to keep them cool. Oh, my gosh. I will say, though, I appreciate the innovation. It's something you don't see very often at all, really. And I appreciate Yeezy kind of pushing the envelope here. I'm always for that. I'm always for Yeezy. Not just Yeezy. I'm always for creators creating, doing something different. And while these might be a drop for me, I just can't see myself wearing them. I'm not going to give them a mega drop because it is innovative, it is unique, and it is pushing the envelope. And that's something that I will always give brownie points for creativity. That's just who I am. But if you don't like these, I totally understand. A lot of you guys, someone says condom shoes. Julian, you're coming in hot with the jokes today, man. Good job.
I appreciate you.
But yeah, I think a lot of you guys are very confused. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. Slaybase says, ultimate herringbone design, question mark? Yeah, bro, the traction on these is fire. Fire. Multi-directional coverage. You don't have to wipe at all. Clean floor, dirty floor. That traction is absolutely fire. Yeah, it's an interesting shoe. I don't know. I couldn't see myself wearing them. And you know there's going to be hype on them too. So is it worth the hassle? I don't think so. But yeah, that definitely is the most surprising sneaker that I have ever seen on the sneaker show. So there you guys have it, live reaction. Well, that pretty much is all I have for you sneaker-wise. No steals and deals for today's episode. I felt like we were going to go a little long, which, you know, we're not doing too bad here. But thanks so much to everyone who joined today's episode. We were up to like 240 concurrent viewers, which is amazing. I forget what the record is. If someone could fill me in on what the record was. But be sure to join us live next time if you're just joining us. Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Every Sunday we do this live sneaker show. As you guys could tell, it's a lot of fun. Thank you to Josiah for moderating tonight's stream. Once again, brother, it is very much appreciated. Let's see here. I gotta give G Beauty some love. G Beauty, definitely a hardcore member of the Jerron Mob. Thanks for joining the stream. Luke, I'll see you later, my man. Stay safe, everybody. We had 256 viewers was the record, Ethan says. Thank you so much, Ethan. I really appreciate you. Josiah says 275. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Join the Discord with the link in the description box below for behind the scenes footage of me, and you get to know me a little bit better. So that link is down below. But once again, thanks for joining this episode of The Sneaker Show. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.